we had an opportunity to talk to Marcus Smart, and he had a cause. He lost his brother and mother to cancer, motivating him to get involved with programs that help people of color in the fight against cellular diseases. And he wants people to sign up for the National Blood Stem Cell Registry. And I had not talked to him in a long time. And I remember Oklahoma State, good player, got involved with a fan, and there was an altercation. And he seemed to get a reputation off of that. And this is one of those interviews where I wasn't sure I wanted to do it because I didn't know if it was going to be entertaining. And here we are in September. And then I thought, okay, Marcus Smart, there was possibility he was going to get traded to the Nets, and Kevin Durant was going to be involved, and Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart were going to be traded. And then I thought, he's guarding Steph Curry. Like, there were storylines. I thought, okay, even though it's football season, I thought, let's try it. And Marcus joined us right after the show. We had a chance to talk to him. And he was in his house, and there's a weight room in the back. And, of course, that's where I started because I asked him how much he's benching nowadays. Here's Marcus Smart.
So, yeah, it is. I'm actually not benching a lot. You don't want to bench too much because you don't want to lose the flexibility that you have. So, but I could probably bench 185 at least 15 pounds.
The strongest guy in the NBA would be who?
Probably not the strongest, but probably one of the strongest guards for sure.
Okay, but who is the strongest guy in the NBA? If you put him in a weight room, they'd put on a show.
Oh, man. You definitely got to go with LeBron, just the way he takes care of his body. You definitely could tell, he has the strength. But you got guys. I believe Zion is a guy. I believe myself is a guy. You got a lot of guys in there that you can put in there. So it's kind of hard. But then again, you also got guys that may look like they're pretty strong and somebody else can come out there and outlift them. So it just really depends.
Who's the guy you run into and you go, damn, that hurts?
Oh, man, for me, Dwight Howard was one of those guys. I've ran into him a few times and on the court. He set a screen on me, and I'm just like, man, what's going on? The Djokovic, Nikola, he's a big guy as well, strong, solid body. So when you run into him, you feel every hit that they put on you. So,
who's the guy that you're still trying to figure out? How is that guy so good offensively?
Wow, I would probably say for me, Peyton Pritchard on my team, Peyton Pritchard. Because he's so small, and when you look at him, you're just like, there's no way, he can do the things that he's doing. And he comes out there, and you're like, how? Like, you're just trying to figure out how is he able to get the space that he needs to get his shot off? How is he able to hold his own on the defensive end, being so small? So I have to go with Peyton Pritchard.
But you understand why the Joker is so great, or Luka's so great, or like it just feels like whenever I watch the Joker, I go, God, it looks really simple. He doesn't do anything really interesting.
Yeah, those type of guys like Luka and Joker, they've been playing professionally and against professionals since they were like 14, 15 years old. So they were very well rehearsed and coming to the league and being a professional and knowing how to play. So when they got here, they've been playing for so long as a professional that it just came natural to them. And that's why it looks so easy for them because they've been doing it for so long.
How do you know you've done a good job on Steph Curry?
How do you know you've done a good job on Steph Curry? Oh, man. When he's not rocking you to sleep, when he's not doing his little get you to sleep, that's how you know he did a good job. If he's rocking you to sleep, you obviously didn't do too well.
What's that feeling like?
It's brutal. It's not a great feeling. It hurts. Let's just say that it hurts.
But is it like he's paid to be the best shooter ever? So there's no shame in that when you're covering him, he's going to score.
Yeah, and see that might be true for most people, but when you see yourself as getting paid as one of the best defenders, anybody scoring you're going to take it personally.
I like that. All right.
He definitely is one of the better shooters, if not the best shooter. So he's going to score a little bit, but I definitely take it a little personally being around.
Who talks to you during a game the most?
Myself, probably myself. I'll probably say myself talks to me the most in the game. I'm constantly talking to myself, constantly trying to make sure, my teammates, that I know what I need to do for my teammates to get my teammates going. There's times where, I might make a dumb play and I'm talking to myself, yelling at myself, probably swearing at myself and, just trying to keep myself motivated.
We're talking to Marcus Smart, the Celtics guard. How is your Boston accent?
My Boston accent, I think it's coming a long way. You know what I'm saying? I'll be down by the Hobbit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I think I got it when I go to my car. I think I do a good job.
But I always hear Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. That's Marcus Smart. My name is perfect for the Boston accent.
But when you go back home, do you ever bring that accent back with you?
Oh no, never.
I was going to say, how would your boys feel when if they heard you and you went back home?
Oh man, to be honest, it has actually happened before, and my boys just kind of look at me weird and funny, and then they kind of tell me I switched up, and then about 10 minutes to 20 minutes into our conversation, the accent's gone, and I'm back down south again, and my accent's back. But it definitely comes off a little bit.
Okay, you hear the rumors in the offseason. Maybe Kevin Durant's coming to Boston. You know that Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, somebody's going to be involved, and you. So how do you deal with that when your name is floating and you have no control over it?
How do you deal with it? For me, how I would deal with it is, like you said, we have no control over it. So for me to focus on what I don't have any control over, all it's going to do is drive me crazy, insane, and probably make me lose focus. So for me, I try to focus on the things I can control, like staying healthy, taking care of my body, getting the work in. So whatever does happen, I'm prepared for it anyway. And that's kind of how I stay and kind of keep me focused when all these rumors and noises going on. But
did you get a hold of Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, since they're mentioned in the trade talks?
I've actually trained with both of those. Well, not JT, but I've seen him in LA. We were all training in LA, and I worked out with JB a couple of times. Never once did we talk about the trade. At least they never said anything to me about it. And like I said, they've done a great job of being professionals, handling it well and focusing on what they're supposed to focus on and can control. So if they have any concerns or whatever, I know nothing about. They haven't showed to me.
You're around them and nobody – that's the elephant in the room, Marcus.
Yeah, it is. But, I've been knowing Jaylen and Jason for a very long time. We're the core group of guys on the Celtics team who's been playing, who's been through a lot. So a lot of times, we're just focused on, not taking things for granted. We had an opportunity to make it to the finals. We have an opportunity to hopefully do it again this season with a great group of guys. So for us, we focus on what we control, and unfortunately, that side of the business is something we can't control, and we try to leave that up to the guys who can.
Did you watch the game film of the finals?
Definitely did. Literally about, I'll probably say a week after we played, I watched some film, and I was on YouTube, and every lick of tape I can get, and just watching it and crying myself to sleep and myself more miserable.
Tell me what you're doing with Be the Match, because I think it's something great that you're working on and a great cause, and it's certainly personal to you.
Definitely. I'm partnering with and partnering with Affleck and Be the Match to bring awareness, become a donor, and help, this sickening disease that we have in cancer and the blood diseases as sickle cell. And, just really trying to close the gap on the disparity of, when it comes to being able to find a donor for people, especially as Black and African American in the communities of those, to be able to find a match more suitable for those for the sick people that need it. Affleck and Be the Match is perfect because they help, like I said, close that gap with things that when it comes to funding, that most might not have. And we all need a little bit of help, and so it's great to be able to partner with two groups that are doing something that I feel very strongly about, has a very impact in my life and what I've been through.
It's great to talk to you, and good luck this upcoming season. I'd like to, maybe go one-on-one with you. Maybe if I get 10 tries. Could I score on you if I got 10 tries? Not make it take it. I just get the ball 10 times.
10 times? Could you score? It depends. It depends on how nice I am that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever let somebody score in the NBA?
I have. Not a lot, but yeah, it's sometimes you let guys. It's certain causes. Like it's been times where I've had to let people score because I've been in foul trouble, didn't want to get into foul trouble, so I just let it go. Then it's sometimes where I let you score just to prove it to me, and so it just depends. But for you, if I'm on a good day, having a good day,
right,
I might let you score.
Because I don't break ankles, I lightly sprain them. Just to let you know, okay? I'm not going to break your ankles. But if you leave me open, you pay the price. I've been called the Klay Thompson of sports talk radio.
I like it. There we go. I love the compliment.
just don't get too close to me. Like, let me have an open jumper and I'll make it, Marcus. All right?
There we go.
Hey, great to talk to you again. Thank you.
You as well. Thank you.